Hi there, welcome. It's Anna here, and it's Wednesday, which means that it's time to do a Use It to Lose It video. And this week I have been planning because I believe it's almost a few months back now, I did a thing that I haven't showed you guys. I did a paper snippet roll. And this one is of paper, like I said, and it's in a blue theme. And it's backed with writable paper. But I'm kind of in the mood to make one of these, but in Christmas. What do you think about that? And I'm going to start the same way I did this, but I think I might give something else a try as well. So we're going to start with a paper snippet roll. Just going to move this to the side. And I have prepared by taking a book page from a quite modern book and just split it into 3 strips of paper, which I am going to use as the base of my snippet roll. And what I did last time was that I just let them overlap slightly and glued them down. And did that with quite a lot of papers, I think, because it's quite a long strip. But I don't know if I'm gonna start with one, and then if I am in the mood, I'm gonna continue. Does that sound okay? So I'm gonna need some glue paper, glue sticks, paper, of course, to make into snippet roll. Here I have my collage papers, and I also have a little bit of Christmas theme. Let's see, here's more papers. Christmas themed scraps that I can tear into pieces and add. I also have, this is Christmas stamps. I have a bunch of those, and I have Tim Holtz ephemera that I could add. So let's just get started and see where we end up, right? I have been on my feet this day, even though I have been, it's my day off. Woke up early, went grocery shopping with my eldest daughter Ellen, and I've been collecting packages. We had some lunch, helped her with a cat. You know, it's been going on and on and on the whole day. So I am a bit exhausted. Anyway, how are you guys doing? It's Wednesday. I hope you have had a good start to your week. Just going to start by putting that up there. Okay. Do I? Yes, I do. And it doesn't have to be small pieces of paper. It could be, but it could also be a bit bigger. So I think I'm gonna put that there. Maybe. Or would I want something else over? Nah, let's just do it. Don't think, just do. Yeah, I've had quite the start to the week. I can say I have been, on Monday, I went to get my Botox again. I get Botox for my migraines. And yeah, it went well this time. Last time not so good. So I was happy that it went well. And music, yes. So I'm happy about that. Then I had quite the busy day at work. Worked late. You see the pattern? I've been busy this week. Yesterday was chaotic. It was the most chaotic day at work ever, I think. like something small there. Take a piece of that. And this is the way I do it, I think. Maybe I want to add some pattern paper there instead to get a bit of something interesting. Just checking what I have. Yeah, that's too small. I think it won't fit anywhere. But let's get some dots here. I actually want to even that up a bit with this pair of scissors because I don't want the white to show too much. Yeah, it's been, it is what it is, you know. And tomorrow will also be a chaotic day at work, so I am trying to relax today as much as I can. And then it's good to end up in your craft room, I think. Because my craft room makes me feel relaxed and happy. There we go. And I'm going to cut the edges later, and I'm also going to add labels, and I'm going to sew around it, I think, because I did that with the other one. That's too tiny. Let's put that. Why did I make it so small? Let's take a piece of this then. Instead. And I know I am not being consequent. Is that the name in word in English as well? In Swedish it's consequent. Because some of them are cut and some of them are tear. But it depends a bit on how I feel about the paper. So there we go. There we go. Good, good. Then we can do the handwriting like that. Collaging is really nice. It's a good way to relax, I think, and get into the crafting mood, because since the week has been so busy, I haven't really been in the mood to craft. So that's good. That wasn't really a terrible paper. It usually tears quite nicely, but not today. And I want to get rid of the white here, because when you do a collage, it's good to have patterned papers. And the other thing I was thinking about, if I don't want to make this as long as the other one, I can always, I have another idea as well, have fabric as a background instead of paper. I have never done that, and I was thinking I might want to try it. So we'll see if we have the time for that as well. I hope so. Oh, here's something red. That's good. Let's use the red. Red and green is allowed when it's Christmas. I have a tendency to go towards blue. You know that. I love blue books and I love blue things. Oh, I want to add this as well somewhere. It's just a tiny little scrap from a vintage magazine. And I want to add the pattern somewhere. What's this? That's pretty. Let's add some of that. Could add it that way as well. What else do I have? Oh, I have some, yes, I want to use these. Some watercolor swatches. Let's add that because it adds some nice texture. Well, not texture, but color. And then I can add another collage piece there. That's perfect. And if there is blank spaces, I am going to add, oh, that's the same paper. I'm going to add some labels and little snippets from Tim Holtz and stuff. So don't get afraid if you see there's some white, for instance. Don't be afraid. I will cover it. Going with something. Yeah. So, as I said, I hope you guys have a great week. I am already looking forward to the weekend. Not that I love when it's busy at work and I have things to do, and I love that. So that's good. But I'm gonna be home alone this weekend. And I thoroughly enjoy that, actually. When my husband and son is going to do some stuff together over the weekend, and my daughter Clara is going to a camp. No, she's not. She's going to volleyball tournament. That's the word. She's going to a volleyball tournament. So I will be home alone and thoroughly enjoying it, I think. I have to go buy a grave decoration and go to my parents' grave and decorate that. That's my only plan for the whole weekend, and I'm quite satisfied with that. Let's see if we can find something else interesting here to add. Bunches of different papers. Oh, here's some really fragile shorthand. I love the color of that. Let's add a piece. But how much do I need? Like so. Should I continue? Yes, of course I will continue. I will make one more at least. So I'm gonna just put some glue here at the end and let these overlap a little bit. And then when I do that, it's good if the strip of paper goes over the, so I'm gonna wait a bit with that one. Let's use more of this, maybe. Yeah, let's do it. And cut the edge off. So snippet rolls is something that I'm quite new to. I have seen people do it and make them, but it's not something that I have done myself. So I think it's quite fun to give it a go and try. Maybe I could have that one. Yeah, that's better. I think it's time to fold my glue paper soon, because it's starting to get sticky, and I can do that. So there we go. quite like this. And then I have to have something red again. Up here maybe. Yeah. So right now, oops, right now it doesn't seem very Christmassy, maybe, but it's starting, starting to get there. Here I have some fun paper. This is from a cookbook and it's really, really grungy. I like the color. So I'm gonna get rid of the edge. Maybe I can save that and use for stamping or something. Nah, can't save every piece of paper. So I am interested to know, has any of you guys, has anyone started making Christmas journals yet? Or am I the only one? I want to know, are your Christmas journals on the way? I haven't had time to sit down and watch on YouTube, and I don't think I have seen any. Maybe Rachel at Roxy's Creation. I think I saw her at least making Christmas ephemera, but I don't know if she actually started making them. To put that there and then a row of these. Yeah. I just realized, I hope I'm in frame. Whew. Sorry if I have been moving out of frame. That was not my intention. I'm going to try to move it up a bit. Sorry. This was too small. Could add it like there. Yeah. Layering is fun when you're doing collages. There we go. Let's add some of that instead. And let's take about there. I enjoy using the index pages of books for collaging, and I also enjoy using different colors of paper, as you can see. Some of them are a bit newer, really white, and other ones are quite grungy. Do I have, yes, I have more music, but I want some other music. That's the same one, right? Nah. We can use this one. Put there. Let's see what we have. This one maybe. That's just red stripes though. Could do that. That fits really well. Let's do that. Lottery coupon, yes. A vintage one. So I need something here. I want some lighter paper. Maybe a piece of this. Could work with a Gothic font. haven't used any of this. Maybe I can. I wonder where my ruler went. My small tear ruler. It should be here. I had it just like 2 seconds ago. There it is. Thank you all for shouting and telling me. Since I didn't have the my eyes with me and saw what it was. Yeah, let's use this side. Some of that again, I think, a little bit. Perfect. Bit overlapping is always nice. And I'm trying to get rid of the glue on my fingers. Oh, horrible. I need some more Christmas here. Maybe I can use some of this. That's not really... Yeah, I want this side. And the little off torn bit can be put somewhere as well, just to end up somewhere. Let's put it there. Please stick. Thank you. The downside with using paper to making collage or pip strips, snip rolls, are that they can be, when they bend, they can be quite rigid and they can start cracking. So if I had known that, I wouldn't have kept this one rolled up, for instance, because I see that some of the, it will not be easy to get this to flatten out again, as you can see. So I don't think I'm gonna say store this one rolled up. Perfect. You could also use, to decorate, if you have it, washi tape, of course. Add some bits and pieces here and there. Maybe I will do that. Add little thingies. I don't know. We'll see. Just 2 more strips, and I need this one is quite nice. Let's do maybe the paler one. Yeah, let's do that one. As I said, I'm gonna cut around the edges, and a little one up there, and we want a little piece of Christmas paper, of course. Maybe we can do the other way around. Yep. Let's see what we end up with. These can be used as belly bands, or as pockets, or tags, or you can do anything, and you can just snip off as much as you need. So let's see. Let's continue. I want this one on somewhere. I think. Maybe I don't. Let's see if we have any postal stamps to add. Could add Mr. Santa Claus, but I don't think so. I think I want to add what flower is it? Is it an amaryllis? Yes, I think it is. So I'm going to tear that off the envelope here. Try not to tear the stamp itself, but I think I can remove it. If it wasn't for my sticky fingers. Yeah, quite nice. Where do I want that? Over there, maybe? That would be perfect. Yeah. I would be happy if I had Christmas labels, but I don't have that. So that you can use other things as well. I'm trying to see if I have the same color palette, because I don't want to change it too much. That's the same series, I think. Stamps. Let's use this one as well, and you put it over here somewhere. There, for instance. Ah, it's stuck. Glue. Okay, let's put this to the side for now. And just and see what we want to add. Maybe I have labels that are red. Ticket type and price. Would like something small down there. I think I'm gonna have to pick out the Tim Holtz ephemera. That could work. It's a small one. Let's start with that one. I should have a plate to tip this onto, so I really can get the small pieces out. Could do these parts post. That could be good. Icicles. These are really straight. I'd like something round. I think I have some round little labels in here. I like this one. No, that's boring. Let's do the parcel post. over here. I'm quite happy with that. I don't want to overdo it either. Maybe I should add some washi snippets. Nah, I don't think so. Not on this one. So we're gonna cut it from the back side. And you can, of course, add, like I did on the other one, which I regret now. You could add blank paper here. If you want to make it into a tag, you will do that. But if you want to store it rolled up, I don't recommend that, because then it will get even stiffer and would easily break. Let's see. Let's put these in the bin. I really like that. It will be sewn around, and maybe some other stitches as well. I'm going to check time and see if I have time to do the fabric one. Not really, but we can start maybe. So my idea with this one, obviously it's bigger. My idea is to do the same thing. Start with papers and things and maybe add fabrics as well, and then stitch it. So let's see how it works, shall we? Let's do that, fold that down a bit. That's why I have this glue, because it's more gooey and would be easier to use on fabric, I think. So I'm gonna work on this for a few minutes, and then I'm going to go and stitch the paper one, so you will see how it looks. Yeah. So I want your favorite tips for making a good snippet roll. I don't mind if it's paper or if it's fabric. Give me your ideas down below, so I know what I can do different next time. And also I want to know if you have been starting your Christmas journals. Okay. There we go. Let's put it there. Maybe we can put a little Christmassy thing down here. Perfect. So far it's pretty much the same for me. Gluing paper to fabric. Okay. Let's use some of this. The shorthand paper actually has red stripes. They're really old and faded, but you can see them if you look really close, that the lines are red on the shorthand paper. So I think that's a fun detail. can sit here all evening and do this, I feel, because this was really fun. Okay, let's add some of this one, the Portuguese book, Portuguese school book. Can add that down there. And I love using up the paper scraps I have. I think this one came from a paper pack. This one Portuguese schoolbook page, for instance. It's fun to use it like this. We can add some of that in a while. Have this. Let's do this. I haven't used it in this one yet. Add a piece of patterned paper here. What do I want to use? Do you want the striped one maybe? No? Dotted, I mean. Or maybe I can do this one. Yes. This one. That will be perfect. I really like that. Okay. Let's see if we can find one more paper to use here. Maybe this one. Haven't used before. I should have cut that white off, but I will just have to cover it up with something else. That one, so no problem. And oh, here's lots of dictionary page. Let's use some dictionary page. I love using dictionary. One of my go-to pieces of paper. Varieties of paper. Oh, I saw, by the way, oh yes, I have to tell you, I saw Journals by Karin on Instagram. She had made something that I have to do. She took a regular shoebox and covered it in collage, and then uses it to keep her ready-made ephemera in. And I just, wow. Since I do my use it or lose it, I have tons and tons of ready-made ephemera, and I also have shoe boxes. So guess what I'm doing in the evenings now? I'm gonna be collaging on shoe boxes. Yes, I like this. Can you see now I'm getting warmed up? Now I can add things and it really just moves along. Perfect. Let's cut this off right now. I want to get rid of that. Yeah. What else? What else? Maybe more of this or something else. Oh, that's good paper. That's really good paper. Let's tear off a piece of this. London Calling Europe. Lots of numbers on that one. That's good. Almost time to fold the papers again. This is really sticky. Sticky. Let's cut that little edge off. Thought I. Oh, my fingers are so sticky. Time for something red again. Let's use the dotted paper. So this is the start of the snippet roll on fabric. And right now I'm going to pause you guys and go and sew the paper one. So you will see how it turns out when it's finished. So I'm going to pause you guys and I will be back in a second. There we go. I decided to just sew around the edge in zigzag, and I think that actually turned out so cute. And then when I want to use a piece, I'm just gonna snip it off, make a pocket or a tag or a belly band. And I think that's really cute. And this is the start of the fabric one. And I'm gonna finish the fabric one, and then I can put up on Instagram and show you guys how it turned out. Yeah, so thank you all so much for being with me. This was really fun. Oh, now I see something I want to add. How about adding to the fabric one a little piece of, yes, French laundry label in white and red. Why not? Oops, I'm moving things. I'm gonna do that before I end. Thank you all so much for being with me. I really appreciate to have you guys to talk to while I do my crafting. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below what you think. And give me your best tips for making snippet rolls, because I'm a beginner. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. Bye.